Frundi is no more. Frundi is no more. Today, I'll bring some people's opinion about Frundi and how he passed his days. The president who first come up with his monologue about Frundi and how he passed his days, his legacy and everything. So we'll take a listen first and we'll come back.
Late yesterday, we learned of the passing of SDF chairman John Frundi. The official statement from the party states that Chairman Frundi died at 11:30 p.m. in La République du Cameroon's capital Yaoundé, where he had taken up refuge since the escalation of the war in our territory. But I happen to be one of those, I can say, knew a little bit as a reporter of Chairman John Frundi and the beginning of it all, and I mean the launching of the SDF party in 1990. I was at Intarekun and then the Commercial Avenue, Liberty Square precisely, where the SDF was launched. Raised the water cannons, the tear gas, and the bullets that the Cameroon security had unleashed on the population just to stop Frundi. It was meant to make him look like or reduce him to a coward. That is, if the intimidation would stop him from launching the political party. But Chairman John Frundi refused to be reduced to a coward. The courage and defiance he demonstrated that day, until then, had never been imagined nor seen in the whole political landscape of the country. For that feat and bravery, he became the go-to political figure in the country. He was called the Liberator. He became the indefatigable hope of the masses and hope for the future. Power to the people, the political slogan and logo of the movement he formed, drove everybody, home and abroad, to unite under his umbrella, hoping that power indeed will finally rest in the hands and wishes of the people. Though at the time of his death yesterday, power still resides in the hands of the tyrants, in the hands of a privileged few, including he himself, Chairman John Frundi. We cannot just so easily fail to acknowledge the changes brought about by a single act of bravery in 1990. Despite his abysmal leadership and failure in the party, we cannot just so soon, ladies and gentlemen, forget that he pioneered the way for the freedom of assembly and expression, at least the limited one that we had then. The moment doesn't allow me to get into what the legacy of Chairman John Frundi will be, but I shall be back tomorrow in the live show to give you my take on the man whom I wrote about, John Frundi. Again, that will be tomorrow. Please stay tuned. On behalf of the interim government, we salute and ask the family of Chairman John Frundi to accept our deep-felt sympathies and condolences. Our hope and prayers to the family are that they are comforted in knowing that the Chairman John Frundi lived a personal, fulfilled life.
That was from the president, his analysis on John Frundi, and may his soul rest in peace.
Fellow Ambazonians, good morning. Today, na Tuesday, June 13, 2023. This one are the voice of reason. My topic for today now dying on exile. Dying on exile. Fellow comrades, we now know the thing where it don't happen. Say, John Frundi will be facing now one of the highest political figure for La République du Cameroon. Where commander for own side, he don't die. And he die on exile. Anyway, when man die, they say, me rest in peace. And with the console his family. But why would he give condolence to family? More think about the effect where he get them for his struggle. My comrade, then wait till we be exile. Because some of we will not know what we mean by exile. For be on exile, it means say you don't be expelled. You don't be barred from your place of origin, your country of origin, because of political reasons or punitive measures. So now one of the two reasons in that we might be done exile. Some of we done exile, we don't know. Amazonians, the way they do diaspora, where they talk say that will not thing. Anyone where you talk say that will not thing, you are on exile. You don't know. You do on exile because of political reasons for the Amazonian revolution. When maybe you cause them and maybe we cause them, with the fight for right. So if you don't get the heart for fight for your own freedom, that one is a personal problem. No defects would we say we'll get that courage and we'll get that stamina for stand for where we belong for we. So that one is a problem. So when I don't exile, when I don't know. When I want die on exile like Frunzi, when I want die on exile. Now, for the world, it don't matter what you do. If at the end of your days, you don't stand with the people, the legacy where you go leave behind go be now wait where people they go use and for remember you. And that go be at the end. Now how need your friend the end? Wait to be legacy. Wait to be last image we'll get them for you about it. It will be rejected by people. When they say people, they mean the indigenous people of Southern Cameroon. It will be rejected by them at the end. Now how they be viewed at the end? And now how it be viewed people them at the end? How he died on exile. None of we not be new about who a Nijon be and the contribution where we contribute towards democracy of Cameroon. And that contribution not be about it. If it be about people them, where they happy me never play day. So it get one lesson more learn them. Nothing not ever been about we. Because if you stand for do anything, if you not get that people the way they get that same conviction with you, push you for front, you not go do them. So any man where the feel say this struggle about me, where he don't vex go in the decision support we, or he don't come out go because thing and the work away, they say that will not team, or they bring confusion, create faction. No say at the end, it's not about you. Because even though Frundi be stand for front, it never been about it. It been about the people them. When they begin that conviction, there's people that were Southern Cameroon, where they be stand on their foot them, say they will fight for their liberty. They push it for front. It wasn't about him. It was about these people. And these people are now fighting to be liberated because they have had more than enough. When I remember, time when SDF will be created, when I know the story, the first thing about SDF, one being about Southern Cameroon. But some few elements that come inside say, no, may the debate them. Should I be for a greater good for La République du Cameroon? When I know the story for SDF. But the bitter truth be being and say, the same thing where they will create SDF a fight for the liberty, freedom, peace, justice. SDF will drift against those things. We start get little corruption inside SDF with no foresight. We start get people the way that they try for stay for power. The same thing will work against CPGM. They start for stay for power. People they must have been a strong for a strong man, and the strong man been a Frunzi. A strong man. The same thing will work against for La République. Now the same thing way it happened for SDF. So the people that start to come up for SDF, run away from SDF because it been a show for a strong man. SDF can't fail towards the end. Be a shadow of itself. Why? Because it failed for produce a strong leader. It failed for give succession. It only be about one person. And at the end, what happened? It not group a system. It group one individual. SDF be in shambles, a shadow of itself. C'était in legacy ka and now Joshua aussi na SDF only that way produce him. SDF end up produce in last presidential candidate. We be na Joshua aussi. Now the person that way need John Fund to be hold hand put up up. Say na my man they to give power over him. Now in next generation that. We start Joshua Oside. The branch of the CBJ man, it go end with who? It go end now for Fake Foot. He lost election end for Fake Foot. So, what to be the image for the who person will begin to be hero? What to be long-lasting image for you? It go be bitter. A family, a picking and go, yeah, the one it go hurt them, enter for them. But the image we need John Food deliver for we Southern Cameroonians. Now, an image of a traitor, an image of a selfish individual. Because at the beginning of his fight, we will not say that person to fight for we. The last image, an image for a traitor. Wait here, why I talk so? He died for whose side? It that way, it be the align now with who? It be the align now with who oppressor. It defy his own people. Defy the fight where they fight. It go under the protection of who oppressor. It deal with them. When you talk about justice, we talk about history. Every single step we will make, it go against we. We try for fight for justice. It fight for peace. Peace with who? We make peace with our oppressor. How you fit to do peace with oppressor? You be prisoner. You make peace for prison. Woman will lock you up. How? It come and go grand national dialogue. Go to cry. Oh, please make the hallow for them. Now the last image that we will get them for you. And we will get them for you. Go grand national dialogue. Go to try for talk. The wallow for them. Say me go. You know get place for them. You do go beg people. That's the last image we have of him with the oppressor. You to go beg your oppressor, say me give you peace. The last image we'll get for you. It come US, run go back for La République du Cameroon. Go there for La République. Take the oppressor enter armored car. For can't deceive we. For sure the international community say peace day for we. Instead for the 5 oppressor before he die, fight tooth and nail, say they must get justice. We must be equal. We must restore independence. He choose the side of the oppressor. The last image I get for you, be very sorrowful. Now image where he enter armored car for defy we, for come inside Amazonia, for come pretend, show the international community, say peace day with inside armored car. That's the last image. Traitor, deceit, try for force itself inside the struggle. Force itself inside the struggle. Maybe for help we move get independence. Then for help we move get justice. For bring itself, take we go give for la police like a peace crusader. He end for la police a payroll. Don't say we will have get evidence. Because La République be the sponsor inside La République du Cameroon. They give protection, give everything. So he end for that payroll. That is the last image of him. Wait to be legacy. My fellow comrades, may any man inside the struggle, any person from the John Dinga Sako, all these other people, them Siseko, all now they inside prison. Any man for this struggle, wait to be a legacy, wait to be the lasting impression on you, because history no forget you and your generation. It no go forget you. Wait to be a legacy. Some Saudi Cameroonians they will make mistake along the line, but they die in good standing with the people. They go for their graves the smile. Upa John Gu Foncha. If you want die, it will be at peace with itself. Because if they fight tooth and nail for restore independence, for correct the mistake where they be make them. If we die, if they tear the government, tear the world, tear the people, say Saudi Cameroon na a nation on its own, and the people they need for be free. We need for be independent. If they tear the people, but Ben Muna, before Ben Muna die, it doesn't make we fight till we die. Say the right now we learn. Say he go die a happy man because we fight for freedom. That is what is supposed to happen. Let's fight for our freedom. Maybe that other traitor, Akere, where the fight for be president, he the fight for do everything. That other traitor. And the traitor of the family. But Ben Muna died a happy Southern Cameroonian. Same as John Gu Foncha. They die in peace. They die living a lasting. Now the last thing that will always Southern Cameroonian get them. So they fight for freedom. They fight for justice. They not pretend they fight for peace. Now how need your food die? What to be lasting image for we? Fellow Southern Cameroonians, for all we were the diaspora, all we were the ground one, all we were the ground zero. One day the days of La République, especially Southern Cameroonians for diaspora, when I hear me fine. When I there on exile, and when I go die on exile. When I know better pass we will fight for give justice for people. You fit invest 1 million investment for La République. You fit build 1,000 houses for La République the way one time. You feel to go there, go dance for Douala, enter nightclub for Yaoundé, come back. You there on exile. Because now a political issue make you run your homeland. You know if you enter your homeland, enter inside motor, run for that for during the day, come back. By 7 o'clock, don't run, come on, no man no say day. You are on exile. You are a fugitive in your homeland. And you will die for diaspora on exile. So no matter what you will not do, we dey on exile. And wait to be the lasting impression. You go die on exile where you fight for justice, or you go die because of your selfish things the way you do them. Die where you cry for, pretend say you fight for peace. Because you want to invest, you want to do one or two things. You don't care about the other people. When I remember, when I Francophone brother them, when I Bamlike brother them, when I not did the same like them. Yeah, Bamlike brother, when you know grow for Bamenda, Oboya, Olimbe, Okumba, Ondop, when I not did the same. Because he get it home. He home now Western province. If he go for La Republique, he be house for any corner for La Republique. Now he house that. And when he go back home, he go back to his village, go she don't drink me, but come and work up on all his village. Go any place one go. He not there on exile. You know they the same the ye. Because when you die for diaspora, you will die on exile. So maybe one day like a reflection. May we reflect. Do we want to die on exile? Do we want to die knowing fully whether we are dying because we want justice? Are we approaching this struggle the right way? Will we approach it fight the right way? It be not about ourselves. We fight the war only by ourselves. Because as I don't talk, Frunzi will be of late now. May so rest in peace as I be talk. It be the fight for SDF. In those days, maybe now where he died on exile, in shame. It be the fight. In those days, it wasn't about him. It be the fight because the people that were Southern Cameroon and SDF, they be supporting. It became strong following. It be the fight because he be the most powerful person on earth. Or for Southern Cameroon, it be the fight because he get the powerful people then behind them. So all these power drunk Ambazonians, may all we reflect, especially all for diaspora. Are we going to die on exile for the right reasons, or we're going to pretend that we are back home, or we are going back home, or nothing is happening to our homeland? May the one be a lesson. Die on exile for the right reason. Don't die on exile as a punitive measure. Long live Southern Cameroon. We shall overcome. Short live the struggle.
Coming home, never more to rule by the way that we be done. Lord, I'm coming home, oh, coming home, never more to rule by the grace that we be done. Lord, I'm coming home. I've wandered far away from God. Now I'm coming home. The paths of sins that weeds are tears. Lord, I'm coming home. Oh, coming home. Coming home. Coming home. Never more to rule, by the grace that we be done. Lord, I'm coming home. Fellow Amazonians, we thank God for today. We thank God for the life of the chairman of the SDF, John Frundi. Once more, we doff our cap for you, Mr. Chairman. Your place day. Fellow Southern Cameroon Ambazonian, we know why we go give John Frundi a place, because we woke up for sovereign land. We be slave from day number 1. And Sunday be day we Southern Cameroonians be one for start fight this fight. John Frundi be stand bravely, and with your parents them, they be stand for fight Southern Cameroon freedom. In another reference, it be by the same people them. Say me then go fight for inside La Republique for try for see and say they feel unite. But we no know say they so they want chopping for wish. At the end of the day, John Frundi be turned sell Southern Cameroon. We remember how John Frundi utakumbeng mami them. They be gatti. After we launch SDF, blood split for the northern zone. After we fight this fight, the population stand by ye. Fellow Ambazonians, why I thought need John Frundi place there? Now for say be stand the bravery from the beginning. But in life, it matter how you end your life. My message today is a time of retrospect. Both for John Frundi we die yesterday, it don't go resi. And for we will still live. We want for pass the legacy where V. Imokete, John Frundi, and the rest of the people the way they don't go ahead. Now we with the see, with the talk now also. We get the life for redirect the situation on ground and the change where we yearn for. My analysis today, it will be on the life of John Frundi, SDF, and we as Southern Cameroon, and the leaders, the so-called in quotes, leaders in way, they lead this struggle for the freedom of motherland. Because wait till I already talk now, it go based on the legacy when John Frundi don't live on. May we not forget, history, it not be only the past, it be the present, and it also be the future. The past for which our parents then pass through, The present for which way restoration fighters and way they see their life, they fight today. And the future, now how they struggle, the freedom of Southern Cameroon go end. Who could support Nijon from the SDF? From Bandam. Today, if we hear how we Mbengui today, the mommy them, the papa them for market, they told they will lock their market now because wait, Mrs. Sefa no. And no say this on a place where will be the welcome or SDF people them. Mbengui na a no-go zone. When it comes for resilience, SDF be they all sight. But how Nijon Fundi turn? He go say the same people them. Where he pretends say this way he fight for them. Now wait so me and one more try for reason. When France buy you, when La République they yearn you for their sites, they return you for fight the people the way you be pretend say this so you fight for them. Now the same way Nijon from the Duam. He get the good sides, he get the bad side, and he get the ugly sides. The whole scenario for this thing one start is stand up for situation where start with a good footing, where we all do for cut for ye. But along the line, it deviates. Just as Bim Vondopobia Bartolomea, it kill a woman, Erenbia, will grow up for no. Today, Shanta Biade, we will not say this so a first woman, they sacrifice him. Along the line, we can't see Nijon Fundi own woman go. Now, history, this way we will talk. Some people will talk today, so why you want to talk this kind of history? I would like to talk this history because I used to make some statement. Say elephant wey carry beam vondopobia for water, it is sweat for land. Only the Ida Sea itself can know what is happening between Southern Cameroon and La République du Cameroun. The so-called 10 regions for Cameroon, they empower Pobia for enter a cartel where it serves the highest occultic demon for that nation. Now only Nijon Funzi and the gods they go answer if he not be inside the amok occultic regime kingdom. Because the own woman to be die. We know say this on Pobia being vondo. If he do that sacrifice because he be nowhere to want him. And he don't sit for power for 40 years today to go. Now the same thing when Nijon Fundi don't sit so he go today with the power for a hand. We must take a retrospect as we go for this battle for independence. And it talks so because the history, the one repeat itself for Nijon Fundi. And for the so-called people, the way they fight this struggle, send our leaders them. They implant themselves for do the same way Nijon Fundi do them. So they can reach today. If we not hear cow allow them there for their mushroom party them. Cameroon will get 200 and something party. But all pay evil allegiance to the occultic regime of Yaoundé. God punish the devil for Ambazonian. We see how they don't sow the mushroom seed. They lay the egg for the foundation for go hash and for ground zero. Now the thing that way you see Cho Ayaba the plant another satanic seed. Even Ayoktabe were there for prison, the plant the same seat. Sako Ekomede for the Mariansa and the rest of the people them. They the one plant a seed of John Frundi. Power that do not belong to the people. Power that are not answerable to the institution. Fellow Ambazonian, as soon as listen to my voice, this struggle will be ordained by God. We did deny and we did renounce injustice of all kind. If we suffer, which will suffer for being Vondopobia hand, for John Frundi their hands them, and would see how we these so-called leaders the way they don't want a unity of one common ground of speaking like Southern Cameroonians. Now because the same evil republic it played the game behind the scene. People the way they be denied for go Swiss, now they be run for go Canada because they be get agenda. They don't open some forum them. They the one brainwash and for take the same Southern Cameroonian. Go back for La Republique. We the wash over them. John Frundi sell the people them because of the place where he put himself. Because of the place where he put himself. If we get we own forebearers, we remain ancestors. Where they be come out for inside that very place where they be go for unity, for go to say, may them start talk for the consortium leaders them. And we'll see Barrister Keremuna come out to say, you better fight. Mukete bitoso wesi. Ise me den yoku na kill him. Today una see the same, they don't bring it picking back for the same that place. Now because if you know there for inside the Ekim National for which people them? Ekim National for blood-sucking demons them. Ekim National for country where they don't mortgage their rights, their economic value for France. Then they chop peanuts. And some of who, if chief they will call them. They don't say their bed right. They sit down for Yaoundé. They chop, they drink the crumbs. Just imagine John Frundi go die for exile. Just imagine. Now the legacy this way, we as Southern Cameroonians, we don't leave them. History of the past, the present, and the future. Now the legacy this way is here and today. Now the legacy this way, we would want for endure. Fellow Southern Cameroonians, as we defy this struggle, as we defy this liberation war, may we not forget say the devil will be like a kangaroo worm. Now the same Ambazonia. John Frundi way do all sin for Yogwi. Even as he go for the same national dialogue, they relegate see hands down when it come the cry. All the Noah leave La République du Cameroon where they say for their Ninga happy. But when I know one thing, now because of the common ground, now because of the place where they. If today they be told that they impeach a Comwe Samuel Sako move. Now because the Restoration Council be there. La République du Cameroon get which kind institution will be answerable to the people. Fellow Southern Cameroonians, we will make sure say we build an institution and not monsters. John Frundi talk for 2019. He say one hand power. 2019 to today, while the don't come out for people that food them. John Frundi die with the same that power. Now the same thing way These sons and daughters of Jezebel, them, where they don't carry 388 political party, them, therefore inside diaspora, them, like leaders, them, they no want no common ground of Ambazonian unity because say the same wishman, he don't chop them overnight. The same person where they think say, where Southern Cameroonians and things say, they defy them. They sleep with them for night. They chop with them for nights. When they come for on top their TV them, when they come for day broad lights, they behave like wish people them. Where they be forget how they keep their clothes for night. With the air where they talk like angel them. But inside their mind, very satanic sons and daughters of Jezebel. Now the legacy this, where these monsters them don't live on for we. Now the legacy this. Now what is this will be bargainam? Where they choose for Kangiwi so Magi sword umbrella. They choose for relegate we Kale from Monday to Sunday. For the rest of BIE 40-something years. And Nijon Frunzi, 20-something years they go. Now the endurance is for Southern Cameroonians them. Now the legacy this where they lead them, where they live them. A legacy of dog chop dog syndrome. A legacy of power belongs to me. They be pretend for we. We say SDF, they say power. We say FDF, they say power. We say SDF, they say power that belongs to the people and the equal opportunity. It not ever show one day. It not ever show one day any equal opportunity. To Nijon Frundi die go. Now the same Nijon Frundi this way support federation. Federation will not ever exist so as Nijon Frundi die go. Now the legacy this way they live on for we. Now the legacy this. And now the same legacy way these sons and daughters of Jezebel in quotes call leaders. They want start, they the one hash the eke. Today when they see conspiracy. When they see conspiracy. E come somewhere Sako don't make Full Johnson and base landed people there, they call themselves say barrister. They don't be in a people the way they don't start throw motion of support. They so close and go down for ground one for innocent refugees them. They politicize them as war they go on. Now the legacy this way they see them. Now the legacy this way you see them. Ambazonian people, may we be very careful as we fight this war. And the only thing where it goes stop impunity. The only thing where it goes stop this Mami Wata kingdom for both La Republique and for Ambazonia, it go be an institution where nobody go fit for break up. Now the legacy this. Apart from this, all we see infinite mercy. We go say me Nijon Frundi rest well. Rest in peace, Papa. You become fine. You become, they be give you the iron spoon. You be hold the golden spoon. You be hold the sliver. You be hold all the medal. It be dinner for you one. Even the people, the way they come for your bag like Kawala and so, and the rest of the one the way they there for Cameroon, they there for inside the same occultic inclination. All they see there for the same that power. And yet, the return say so changes go be within La Republique and for the same Southern Cameroon. see them on top TV now, so they pretend. Behind the scene, they belong to the occultic. They belong to the occultic club. They belong to the armor kingdom. Where if you don't lie, if you don't climb on top TV, you lie. You kill a woman, you kill a papa. You brainwash the population. You need play politics. Now the politics that what we see today. Fellow Amazonians, may we be very careful. May we be very careful. The evil that men do, live within them and after them. After them, now they are picking them. After them, now they are picking them. Say the seed where V imukete swam. He don't die go, they not see no man for meme for put another senator. They don't carry na the one way leave him. He can put him for day. Now the regime that would talk him. Now the country that's. Now the country and the legacy that would see him. Mona no dream una tise go ever change eh. People the way they define me Amazonia no day. The way the war go end, may them go take their own promotion. They go get one bad news. Amazonia go forever be free. Amazonia go forever be free. Not when Chacha, Fimasha, Ayeke, Commando, General Biebe, and all the restoration fighters, them are innocent papa, mama, brothers and sisters, when they fry them for oil, they kill them on top their sleep. That means they burn them for house, and they do all those atrocious acts. Una no go succeed. Una no go succeed. We don't go so far for take back motherland. Fellow Southern Cameroon. Now the legacy this all the Siam. The people the way they feel kill people them. Bury them overnight. Can't take one bottle Mimbo drink. For their payment. For their payment. One bottle Mimbo. Now the country that was Siam. And people in their way, they thought they be soundly intellectual. They did for diaspora. They did support this restoration movement. They be the same people them. Where they did practically do the same thing way. Being Vondophobia. Nijon Frundi, when he died today, it did go down so. It did go down the same. We did see the same people them. With the same atrocious mentality of, if not me, nobody. They no want accountability. They no want justice. They get one plate thing for inside their rule. Divide and rule. Embezzlement. Embezzlement, brainwash. Name the rest. Now the so-called leaders, they are moral operandi this. The one bad news day for them. The Holy Spirit for this struggle will be ordained by God. It don't review we everything. Everything will go come to pass. We thought se me pobia no die quick. Me suffer le hawe Nebuchadnezzar be suffer. Me suffer. And the rest of the people, the way they supported the kids Southern Cameroonians, them. Una go bed die. Die no go come. Muna no forget. We get one place we all go meet up for burial ground. What are you when you thought say we been a president, minister, or Mr. whatsoever? What a chairman, Dr. Wetsi, your highest degree where you be go for school. We go earn for mortuary. We go earn for inside coven. 100 or 200 years today. We not go sit there for year. But we get one thing. The legacy when me and you will go live on for this world. For this sinful world. For this satanic world. Where the only friend where you get them. Now the one where they kill you. It is smile. Fellow Ambazonia. Until we reach Boya. Until we reach Boya. We will never end our journey halfway. Oh, until we reach Boya. We will never end our journey halfway. Oh, until we reach Boya. Until we reach Boya. Until we reach Boya. We will never end our journey halfway. Oh, until we reach Boya. We will never end our journey halfway. Oh, until we reach Boya. July 12th, they come. We're going to make field marshal 1 year. If I know I go back for referendum, but I know say be been for July. Time where they be plan, they put money, they kill field marshal, they be say struggle don't end. The struggle continue. Le BLM remain a no-go zone under La République du Cameroon. We go fight and fight and fight for keep the legacy. Where field marshal and the rest, their blood be go. Until we reach Boya. May we will not forget, we get one common place where we go meet up for burial ground. Ask yourself today, say what's go be the legacy when you don't pass on to glory as Nijon Fundi died yesterday for 11 a.m. May we take a retrospect for the life where he be living and the life where we as an individual would live. The two way be doing will be good. The one will be bad. And even the worst, ugliest. May we ask question for ourselves. We leave a legacy. When we die. We picking and they are picking them. They go remember what we be doing. Thank you. God bless Ambazonia.